Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. We're going to talk to Tyrell. The young half-elf looks up at you, exhausted. Somebody has recently given him a black eye. There's panic in his voice. I beg you, help me. I haven't done anything wrong. What is going on here? Greetings, Your Grace. I apologize for the noise. Our captain thought it'd be good to make an example of this criminal. Keep the public in line, you know? This one turned out to be a little noisy. The half-elf looks shocked and terrified by a circumstance. You're the local ruler, aren't you? I beg you for your mercy. I've been arrested as a thief, and I'm about to go to jail, but I haven't done anything wrong. I've never taken anything that wasn't mine. Someone slandered me for stealing property from a merchant in the capital. We had a deal. He promised to lend me money for a new workshop, but I didn't take a single coin. It's all a lie. I beg you, please. Nobody believes me. The merchant's name is Hassif. He would help me if only he knew I was in trouble. Please, talk to the merchant in the capital. He will confirm I'm innocent. And what is this half-elf charged with? Theft, Your Grace. We chased him all the way out here from the capital. Stole something from a merchant and escaped. Just another scoundrel, Your Grace. Never mind him. They're all the same. He was found out, so now he's yelling about being innocent. Alright, well I must go. So we gotta go talk to Hassif. Let's go inside this building before we talk to Kimo. Real quick, see if there's any loot. There is not. Alright, before you is a tall, pale elf, the soft features of his face sharply contrasting his angular figure, but his woeful gaze is fixed on the ground. He finally notices you, and startled blinks at you absentmindedly. He talks slowly, slightly elongating his words as he speaks. Good day. Who are you? Kimo Taven. With a wide smile, the elf slowly nods at you. An odd name for an elf. The elf shrugs. My parents named me Kimo, but my friends decided this name didn't suit me so well. What are you doing here? The elf blushes ever so slightly and lowers his gaze. I can't tell you. It's a secret. Although, if you promise... The elf looks at you with hope in his eyes. If you promise to help me, then I will tell you. What sort of help do you need? That is a secret. After some hesitation, the elf decides to add, but it's not hard. Not at all. You have my word. And what do I get if I help you? In that case, I'll give you my spear. I can make a lot of handy things out of wood. You could call me a woodworker in your tongue. The elf gives you a disarming smile. So be it. I will help you. The elf is shining. Wonderful. You still haven't told me what you want from me. Oh, right. Nanook the hunter told me he saw an incredibly beautiful flower growing in the swamp. I would go and pick it myself, but I fear I'd become lost. Also, there are monsters there. So, will you help me? I've already agreed to help you. Perfect. Come back as soon as you can. Alright then, I have to go. Bye. Alright, so I have two quests. One's going to lead us back to the capital, the other one leads us south. I think it's at the Swamp Witch's hut. But it might not be that far away.
May we have a moment of respite?
Yeah, I meant to rest there. Yep, all the way down here. One day, 16 hours, and then I'll swing up to Tuskdale, talk to Hassif.
Adventures can wait.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
I do think, actually. Oh, goblins. I'm gonna keep her back here for now. In case they come in from behind. Yeah, like that.
Why don't we set up camp?
We keep going for a bit until Amiri is fatigued. And then we'll rest.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Alright, we'll keep pushing for a little longer. There's no exhaustion setting in. I mean, at that point, though, we're basically there. Let's push a little harder, then rest up after we get there. Perfect. Perfecto. Teamwork makes the dream work. Don't ignore them. Okay, well. I've only gotten one besides what Jathal.
May we have a moment of respite?
I'm so happy I dropped by Lady Jamandi's that evening. We had some fun, burnt a few assassins, and made a valuable acquaintance.
What are you so happy about? It's true, we might not have met otherwise, but a lot of people died that night.
I mean, they had it coming. Probably. Most of them would have been competing against me anyway, and they probably would have found themselves in some unfortunate accidents. Alright, as far as the flower goes, is there really loot over here? Oh, that's the flower that I need. There's also loot over here that I missed. And all the way down there. What? Why are these suddenly...
Are absolute.
It was there last time? Ugh. Well, sucks that I missed them. So if you hear any background noise, I'm adjusting in my chair. As one does when they're uncomfortable. Alright, is it locked?
I am never wrong.
Just quick save. It's another one down here. Did I ever build these and then just never loot them? Doesn't sound like me.
Applause, please.
Alright. Let's go get the, I think it's behind the bush, right? Yeah, so this would have forced you to fight those owlbears if I hadn't done so already.
I'm always ready. Won't work. I'm there.
I'm still nervous going through this area because the owlbears. Me and this owlbears, we don't get along. Never have. I think they're the most notorious enemies in the game.
Should move.
It's my first playthrough. I spent probably about 8 hours. There's 4. I don't know, some sort of multiple of 4. And trying to kill it, and I couldn't. Spent so long. See, it's the only area that I think I had to come back to later. Off the top of my head, anyway. Because I think I was pretty well prepared for the Kraglin Orm the first time through. Because I was using a Cold Iron Earthbreaker, so that kind of just made it easier. It's also a much higher level, if I remember correctly.
Wretched things.
Anything is possible.
Enjoy your final moments.
Yeah, go ahead. Spawn some skeletons back there.
I'm writing you out of our story. Strike worth a legend.
Alright, just push on
do
through.
what I must.
I'm heading down here just so I can map out this road here that I didn't see previously.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Okay.
I'm off.
I don't remember that being a random encounter. Must be one of the new ones they've added. Also, I haven't seen a lot of boggards. I know they're in a couple of areas, but they haven't been prominent throughout. I still think there's an area that I haven't fully explored that had boggards in it that I had to leave at the beginning of the game because I wasn't strong enough.
May we have a moment of respite?
Oh, I passed into the first. We didn't get any notifications. Let me, yeah, nothing popped up. I don't have anything going on. I mean, that's fine. I'm knocking out these, this artisan stuff, which is fine with me.
Why don't we set up camp?
Main square, we'll talk to Hassif, then we'll rest up. We'll also sell stuff to Hassif. Then we'll head towards Feyward again.
Just can wait. I'm there.
Does anyone else need heavy armor? Not yet, and I'll get more of it later anyway for Reg, by the time he's able to actually wear it. Old prison. What's Gift of Death? Where'd it go? +2. I don't know. I like him. I like Knock Knock having the other kukris because they're a matching set. So I might. It's not that good. I mean, I understand not being fatigued, but if you could just give her a bonus to her, like a barbarian strength, like this is. I guess it would allow you to rage again immediately after, because you wouldn't be fatigued. I don't see the use for that. Because again, having more strength negates the fatigue anyway.
In due time.
A lot of guards outside the throne room there. Oh yeah, I meant to talk to Hassif. Oh, whatever, I can rest first. It's not a big deal. I don't have anything to turn into this guy, but we'll check anyway.
Follow if you dare.
Might as well just rest up. I only have talked to Tsana since we've been back in the capital yet. Let's talk to her. To what do I owe the honor, Baron? How do you like the city, far from the shrine and your pack? Tsana looks around. I've been to places like this before. Bearable. And as for my pack, Lamastri's followers are wise and strong. They will survive. Remind me, what do you like to serve as? I am ready to care for your pack as High Priestess, or as what you call a counselor. You decide what you need more. That's right, and I'm going to have her take over the counselor position
I'm there.
a little later on. Wait, I need to go this way, so I go talk to Hassif. I should probably check my quest log again, because I'd forgotten about the Shaniag quest for so long. I'm wondering if I forgot about any other quests. Alright, the guards were told that a half-elf named Tyrell robbed you. Is this true? Hassif shakes his head, surprised. Tyrell? Robbed? Can't be. He's a great young man and a capable tailor. We agreed I would lend him money to start a shop at a humble rate of interest. But he didn't steal a single coin from me. I can vouch for him. Give me one moment. Hassif pulls out a sheet of paper and scrawls out a short letter, adds his sprawling signature, then hands the letter to you. Okay. Well, let's go get him off the hook then. You know what, I realized I think I gave Reg a level of Magus instead of Dragon Disciple. On his last level up. Not thinking. Well, plenty of random encounters. Bunch of dirty bandits. Okay.
I do what I must.
Well, I'm sure they're doing their best. Hey, finally got something going on in the kingdom. Huzzah. Poltergeist in the temple. Well, sadly he is busy. Alright, well, we have a month at least before it's a problem. So, Jod should be able to go on that before it expires. It becomes a real problem.
Have a moment of respite.
So I want to say it's about a day and 4 hours before Tristian gets fatigued. Alright, the half-elf raises his head as you approach and looks up at you with eyes full of hope. Yeah, I order you release this man. He is innocent. Next time, conduct a proper investigation before you arrest honest people. So that's how this is going to be. So that's how this is going to go. Pardon me, your grace. But better safe than sorry. Here, let's set you free there, lad. Be careful now. You should keep your eyes peeled with enemies like yours. There's hope in the half-elf's eyes, and his voice trembles with awe. You really did it. For me. I've never seen anyone so honorable. My name is Tyrell, your grace. I'm pleased to meet you. If there's any way I can repair you... Oh wait, do you need the services of a good tailor? Trust me, I can work wonders with a needle and a thread. It's only... The half-elf stops. I can't afford a workshop of my own. If I could find a workplace, even one out here... I don't feel like returning to the capital after all that's happened. Tyrell rubs his black eye. Please help me set up a workshop if you're in need of a decent tailored cloth. I'll make it worth your while. May the gods protect you. 1,000 apologies, but there's absolutely nothing I can do without a workshop. Okay. You can talk to him after the workshop has been built. The elf gives you a pensive look. Good day. Is this the flower you were looking for? It is beautiful. The elf reverently accepts the flower from your hands. I thank you. You've helped me so much. Here, take my spear. My skill is nothing compared to the beauty of nature. But who knows? Perhaps you will find it useful. Tell me, friend, is there a place here where I could settle in? I do not wish to leave this place. If you agree to work for me, I'll build a... Yeah, can you pay for it? Well, if only with my work. I work with wood. I make spears, bows, and shields. If you agree to work for me, I'll build you a workshop here. You would really do that for me? The elf's mouth opens in amazement. Well, if you're offering this to me, then I gladly accept. It's a deal. Okay, let's head back. We'll build both their workshops, and... I don't know how long it takes to build their workshops. I think it's 6 days.
May we have a moment of respite?
So those will be finished in 1 day. This will be finished in 8 days. Okay, if I build a longhouse, I can get some oomph out of this. Where is the longhouse? I need to buy some BP, so I need 60, 110 altogether. I was gonna buy the full 110. So build the longhouse. Oh, hold on. To exit out and go back into it. So I build the longhouse here. Camille's shop on one side and Tyrell's shop on the other side. And this is also going to get the bonus from that as well. How long until these are done? 10 days and 10 days. Alright, so we have a while before that's before we can come and talk to him. I will top in, since I did start the construction, I wonder if they'll talk to me. I'm going to say no.
May we have a moment of respite?
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's you. Please accept my gratitude for the workshop. The house is beautiful, the neighbors are wonderful, and everyone is so kind and friendly. I'm flooded with orders. To think I could still be rotting away in jail for a false accusation. I'd like to know more about you. Young Tyrell looks embarrassed. He fixes his hair, trying to hide the blush in his cheeks. What would you like to know? Where are you from? I come from Argus. It's a small fishing town in Kionan. That's the place where the elves send my kind into exile. The exile for half-breeds. My father is a fisherman and a smuggler. He served as a steersmate on an Andorran warship until he met my mother and settled down. My mother is a net weaver. There's an art to weaving a fishing net. My mother is simply the best at it. She taught me to tie knots and weave patterns. How did you become a tailor? I started when I entered Argus Academy. I wasn't much into archaeology, but you don't have many options in Argus. It's either the academy or a fishing business. That was when I realized that an ancient elven ornament can spruce up any object at all. I realized that using this sort of design made everything I sewed exquisite and quite popular. A couple of months later, half the student body was wearing my vests and capes. I'd finally found my passion, but then I left in search for better opportunities. You blush all the time. Me? Oh, yes indeed. Tyrell turns purple and laughs. I beg your pardon, your grace. I'm not used to chatting with the ruler of the barony himself. Before I met you, I'd always thought that rulers never talk to ordinary people. You're different. Okay.
I'm off.
So that means Kimo is willing to open up to me. Or not. His next quest should come up pretty soon.
In due time.
I remember his quest coming up for a while. After we help him out. Alright, so I'm gonna head...
May we have a moment of respite?
I'm gonna head east. We do have a handful of things to take care of to the east. Mostly like Silverstep, which is where I want to head next.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Why don't we set up camp?
Serves you right.
Their life ends here.
Despicable.
Adventures can wait.
Visitor waits in the castle. Alright, well that's where we'll head next. Not my initial plan, but that's okay. So I think the next main story mission takes us east anyway, so we can check out Lake Silverstep when we go over there. Let's see who this visitor is. Oh, Edris Safanki. Young man wearing fancy clothes with delicate features and perfect posture gives you a precisely measured light bow. Your Grace, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Edris Tenvangi. I beg you to give me a moment of your precious time. I thank you for honoring me with your visit. To what do I owe the pleasure? A surprised expression appears on the young man's face, but he conceals it behind a polite smile. Such flawless courtesy. I can see you are a true noble, unlike some impostors from the River Kingdoms. Let me get straight to the point of my visit, for it is the matter of utmost importance. A tragedy has brought me here, one that has been looming over my family for a while, or perhaps one that has already come to pass. You see, your Grace, 2 months ago my elder brother, Tom Hanvanki, went missing. After leaving Gralton, where our family resides, he headed northwest. His destination, as we found out later, was a village called Varnhold, but he never arrived there. Your capital is the last place he was seen alive. We don't know where he is or whether he's still alive. Our poor father is losing his head in grief. Please, help us to learn something about the fate of my brother, and you'll get an eternally loyal ally. Tell me about your brother. Our family, no matter how venerable, has always carried a spirit of adventurousness, if you will, in our blood, a thirst for risk and exploits. Each generation has had its own daredevil who left all he owned and went chasing after some ghostly treasures, completely ignoring the tears of his loved ones. I'm afraid this family curse has befallen on my brother now. If only I knew what exactly he was looking for, or where exactly he was going. Sadly, all I've managed to learn was the name of some village out in the middle of nowhere, Varnhold, along with the fact that my brother never arrived there. Tell me about your family. The Havankis are an ancient family with a long history, hailing back to the days before Gralton's founding. Unfortunately, our wealth has been depleted by a series of reckless ventures, like the one my brother is partaking in right now. Family archives, some heirlooms, and our honor. These are all These are all the treasures our once influential house has come to possess. I'll see what I can do for you. Farewell. I look forward for any news you may find. So I failed this my first playthrough. I don't quite remember where that quest is. Greetings, Your Grace. As you know, I was born in Kionan, the most wonderful land that has ever existed. And yet I must say, living in your country is a pleasure for me. The people here seem to be content. They trust you, and trust me as your court craftsman. It's important to know whose one patron is, and how he treats his subjects. It's a fine thing to share the joy and amusement. Look, this is my gift to you, Baron. Shady longbow. Wooden surface covered in thin ornament, hallmark of Kimo Taven. Okay. +3 composite longbow grants its wielder a +5 luck bonus to stealth skill checks, the ability to cast invisibility spell twice per day as a 5th level wizard. Let's compare that to what Ekendio currently has equipped. Now this is only a +1, but it has much more damage because it is oversized. And this doesn't mess with his chance to hit. If I put this on, everything drops down to by 4. So I think I'm going to just equip this to him. I'll keep that with him, because I think it's a good bow. But,
I'm there.
But yeah. Alright. We should probably rest up. I kind of want to rest up once we hit the road. Let's go ahead and rest. Why not? Then we'll leave the capital, and I guess we'll pick up next time once we exit the capital. +1 to relations. Community could be better. The culture's about to level up. As is Divine, and I think at rank 3 is when we get our next... Might be rank 4 that we get the next one. I would like to have a Magister so we can start researching these other curses. 12 days before we can take care of this. Alright, regardless, I'm going to call the episode here. The next one we will head eastward. We have a few things to take care of in this direction. Some exploration and Lake Silverstep Village. I might shoot up this way first. Clear out some of this area before we go to Lake Silverstep. Because this might be... Once we go here, it's going to be an episode or 2 before we complete it. It's a pretty extensive area. But yeah, definitely going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.